Hello, Taurus. This is Dee with Metaphysical Moonlighters. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is going to be your February 2019 tarot reading. Okay, now I am also known as Citrine on other social media. So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull at least one card for each of the 12 astrological houses. I am an astrologer, so I really love the astrological spread. So let's get right into it. Now, if you want to fast forward, you can fast forward to somewhere around 3 minutes. I should be finished picking out the cards by then. But I know some people like to see the cards pulled live. So I am pulling the cards live for you. Okay, let's get into it. Here's House 1, Taurus. House 1, you have the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, let's look at House 2. House 2 can deal with your material possessions, Taurus. Let's see what you have this month. Okay, you have the Princess of Pentacles. Moving on to House 3. What is the message for Taurus for House 3? House 3, Taurus. House 3. You have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to House 4. What is the message for House 4? House 4, you have the Two of Wands. Also, I'm using the So Below deck from the Book of Shadows package. And this Book of Shadows came with 2 decks, okay? You can buy just one deck. I just decided to buy both decks. And I really resonate with the So Below deck because the So Below deck is so real life. You know, the images and the pictures are so real life. You know, they're like real life. It's not fantasy pictures, you know. Look at this. Like this person is sitting at work, goofing off at work, basically. Okay. But anyway, let's get back into the reading. And I'm also using the Doreen Virtue Daily Guidance from your Angels card, Oracle cards for your overall message as well. Okay, so let's look at House 5. House 5 can be about fun, creativity, romance, even your interaction with kids. And this one just fell out. You have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, moving on to House 6. House 6 is about your daily routine. It can also be about your health and your vitality, Taurus. You have the Ace of Wands reversed, okay? And let's move on to House 7. House 7 can deal with your partnerships. House 7, you have the Prince of Cups or the Knight of Cups, depending on what type of deck you're using. And this deck is called the Knight of Chalices. Okay, but I just know that chalices is, you know, dealing with cups. So, let's move on to House 8. House 8 can deal with your transformation. It can also deal with other people's resources, shared resources. You have the Five of Swords reversed, House 8. Let's move on to House 9. House 9 is about higher education, interaction with other cultures, even legal matters. You have the Death card in House 9. Okay. Let's move on to your career. See what's going on with your career. You have the Queen of Pentacles in House 10. Moving on to House 11. House 11 deals with your friendships. And you have the Hermit card, Taurus. Last but not least, let's look at House 12. House 12 can deal with places of isolation. Places of isolation that you really don't want to be in, like hospitals, jail. It can also point to your spirituality and secrets as well. You have the Star card. So everything looks great for you in that area of your life. Okay, let me make sure I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Okay, because sometimes, you know, you get into talking and you're like, okay, where am I in the progress of it? Okay, so now we're going to pull one card. This is going to be your overall message for this month, Taurus. Okay, you have fresh air. So some of you Taurus look like you need to get out and get into nature. But I'll get into that when I get into that part of the reading. Okay, so now let me just take in the cards for a moment. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, Taurus, so let's start at house 1. House 1 is all about your personality this month. Excuse me. It can be about your personality, your demeanor, your outlook on life, and you have the 4 of Swords reversed, okay? So for some of you Taurus this month, some of you have been feeling confined, and you're feeling like you're finally free. Okay? That's what the 4 of Swords reversed can deal with. When it's upright, it can deal with retreat, rest, kind of like goofing off. You know, she's at work, supposed to be working, but she's just resting. But when it's up, when it's reversed, it can deal with a feeling like your confinement period is over. Okay? So a lot of you Taurus this month are feeling like some type of way that you've been feeling is finally over. You know, it's almost like the clouds have parted and you see the sunshine this month for a lot of Taurus. So that's great. Let's see what's going on with your material possessions. You have the Knave of Pentacles. It's called Knave in this deck. But in the traditional tarot deck, this is the Princess. Okay? You have the Princess of Pentacles in the area of your life dealing with finances. So a lot of you Taurus are feeling like when it comes to your finances, you're feeling like you are on the right track with your finances. Okay? So that's great. Now, let's look at what is going on in your house 3. You have the 8 of Swords in house 3. Now, house 3 can deal with your communication style. It can deal with your interaction with your siblings and your neighbors. It can also deal with short distance travel. Okay? So, this 8 of Swords, and it was not reversed. So when it is upright, it can deal with a feeling of restriction. So some of you Taurus, you feel like there's some things that you have to get off your chest with someone, but you know, you're feeling like you can't confront them, or you know, you can't express what you want to express this month. Some of you Taurus out there. Okay? And it could also point to the fact that you might have too many irons in the fire this month, Taurus, which could leave you mentally exhausted. Okay? If you look at this picture, doesn't she look exhausted? She's like sitting on the sofa and she has everything spread out. So many different things going on at one time. She's studying astrology here. Looks like maybe she's reading several books here. She's trying to get her paperwork together over here. And at the end of it all, she's just exhausted. So a lot of you Taurus this month, when it comes to the way you're communicating, you might feel restricted. Excuse me. You might feel restricted because you have so much going on in your mind this month. So just remember to have moments of rest this month, okay? Because it looks like some of you Taurus do have a lot of things going on. Okay, let's see what's going on in your home and your family life. You have the 2 of Wands, Taurus. Okay, the 2 of Wands just talks about a slow growth. So things are looking great in your family life, but sometimes you might feel like things are moving along at a slow pace. But that's okay. Sometimes that's what you need, especially since you have so much going on. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on in house 5 because you have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Okay? Now, the 7 of Pentacles reversed. This can talk about dissatisfaction. So some of you Taurus are not satisfied about the type of fun that you're having in your life. Some of you are not satisfied with the creativity in your life. Some of you are not satisfied with romance in your life because remember, house 5 can deal with romance. House 5 can deal with fun, creativity. It can even deal with your interaction with children. So a lot of you Taurus this month, this is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. A lot of you Tauruses this month are not feeling satisfied with this area of your life. Okay? And remember, you can always change your situation. Now, let's see what's going on with this Ace of Wands reversed in your daily routine or in your health, the area of your life dealing with your health. You have the Ace of Wands reversed in house 6, okay? So, again, this goes with the theme of your house 3. House 3, you know, it looks like you're feeling exhausted at some point this month. And this is also confirming that. The Ace of Wands reversed can deal with a feeling of being blocked. It can deal with the fact that this month a lot of you Taurus are going to be lacking energy. Let's look at these two together because this is house 6. This is house 6 and this is house 3. And remember, when the Ace of Wands is upright, it deals with the beginning, you know, the birth of something, taking initiative, getting started. When it's reversed, it deals with lack of energy. And then look at this. This was in house 3, the way you communicate this month. So remember, the way you communicate is not always verbally, okay? So your body language this month, you are just going to be, a lot of Taurus this month are going to be exhausted, mentally exhausted. And that's showing up in your house 3 and also in your daily routine. A lot of you are going to be exhausted this month. Okay? So remember to take periods of rest this month, Taurus. Just remember that, okay? Now, let's see what's going on in your partnerships area. You have the Knight of Chalices, which is also the Prince of Cups. Okay? So, and it's in your area of your life dealing with your partnerships. So things for a lot of Taurus, things are looking good in this area of your life for you. It could point to the fact that romantically things are looking great for you Tauruses. It could point to the fact that you are involved with a water sign as well. Scorpio, Cancer, or Scorpio, Cancer, or whatever the other water sign is. I can't, I'm having a block right now. So, some of you could be involved with a water sign, okay? So this is a great card to have in your area of your life that deals with partnerships. Pisces, that's the other one. So some of you could be involved with a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So, for a lot of you, everything is looking good in the area of your life dealing with your partnerships. Okay, so that's one good thing going on for you this month. Now, let's move on and see what's going on with this 5 of Swords reversed in the area of your life that deals with your transformation. So, it looks like some of you Taurus might feel a little bit remorseful about a decision that you've made related to your transformation this month. It's nothing major. You know, it's something that we all go through. Sometimes we make decisions and then, you know, we think to ourselves, oh, did I make the right decision? It looks like some of you at some point this month are going to have that moment where you feel like, wait, did I make the right decision? Okay, so in the area of your life that can deal with higher education, it can deal with legal matters, it can deal with your interaction with other cultures. You have the Death card this month, Taurus. Okay? And it is not reversed. So this could simply just deal with some type of transformation you have going on in the area of your life that deals with either higher education, philosophy, your interaction with other cultures. Just look for maybe a change in your perception of other cultures or a change in your perception about higher education, things like that. Okay? That's the Death card in the area of your life that can deal with those matters. So it's nothing to be concerned about. Some people get concerned when the Death card comes up in a reading, but because of the area that this came up with, it looks like it doesn't point to a literal death of someone in that area of your life. Okay? Maybe if it was in house 4, if you have the Death card in house 4, maybe sometimes that will point to the death of a relative. But this is in your area of life that deals with your interaction with other cultures, higher education, philosophy, even legal matters. It could point to the fact that if you have a legal situation you're dealing with, maybe if you have charges against you, this could point to the fact that maybe the charges will be dropped. Okay? It will be the death of those charges. It could point to something simple like that as well. Let's see what's going on in your area of your life dealing with your career. You have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And so this deals with, a lot of you Taurus are very patient when it comes to dealing with your career. Now, this could point to you. This is a Pentacle card. The Pentacles point to the earth signs, and Taurus is an earth sign. So this is saying that you are very patient when it comes to dealing with your career this month. Okay, so that's great. Now, in the area of your life that deals with your friendships, you have the Hermit card. So this is saying that a lot of you Taurus this month are going to be feeling like you want to relax by yourself more so than hang with your friends this month. You see this? She's in the tub relaxing. That's why I love this deck. It's so realistic. She's in the tub relaxing. She has her candles lit. She's reading a book. You know, she probably has some nice music playing. This is how you're going to feel when you have a decision to hang out and just soak in the tub and relax versus going out on the town with your friends. This is what you're going to choose this month. A lot of you Taurus this month. Okay. And then you also have the Star card in the area of your life that can deal with your spirituality. Okay. So this is just saying that you are going to feel very optimistic in relation to your spirituality, in relation to any secrets that you have, things of that nature. You're following your intuition. You're feeling happy, hopeful. So that's great for you. Okay. So let's read your overall message. It says fresh air. Okay. This is your overall message for this reading. It says your body needs refreshment. Look at this. This is so perfect. Look at this. It says your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air, which is generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Okay? So, spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So yeah, a lot of you Taurus this month, excuse me, it's all over the reading that you are going to need rest this month. Taurus, you are going to need rest. You are going to need to get outside, get some fresh air this month. Don't forget to do these things. Don't forget to relax this month. Don't forget to have your fresh air. Okay? Because remember, I don't know if you can see this. Let's put it right here. Fresh air. Okay. Remember, in your house 1, which deals with you personally, you had the 4 of Swords reversed. Okay? And that deals with retreat and rest. So, a lot of you Taurus this month need your rest. Remember to get some rest and get some fresh air. Okay? And that's probably why this card came out, because maybe a lot of you Tauruses are working too hard. So this is telling you to take a break. Take a break this month, Taurus. You might want to take a few days off. Okay? And I just like to throw out my dice, my astrological dice, because I am an astrologer. So if anybody wants a birth chart interpretation, or if you want a spread like this specifically for you, just contact me and we can get that scheduled. Yes, again, here we go again. This is saying that you need balance. Okay? This is Mars, this is Libra. Okay? Mars is saying that you need balance. Okay? Mars is the planet of action. So what action do you need? You need balance. Libra is the sign of balance. Okay? And then this is house 9. House 9 can deal with higher education. Let's see. You had, okay, remember you had the death card in house 9. Okay. So for you, this is saying that you need balance. And there's something dealing with house 9. So maybe if you have charges against you, it looks like the charges will be dropped. Okay. If you have a lot of irons in the fire, like let's say you're enrolled in school and you feel like your load is too, you're carrying too much of a load. You might drop some classes this month. That's what this death card could represent in this area of your life. Because house 9 can deal with higher education. So some Tauruses, you need balance. That's what these dice are saying. Mars and Libra in house 9. So you need balance. If you feel like you're taking too many classes this month, you might just want to drop some classes to give yourself an easier load. Okay? There's something that is going to be dropped out in relation to your higher education or legal matters or your interaction with other cultures. Okay, so that's everything I have for you this month. The main thing for you, Taurus, is that you need rest this month. That is your main message for this month. Remember to rest and get some fresh air. Okay? So if you have liked this video, press the like button. Share it with your family and friends. Share it on social media. And also subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I definitely appreciate it. And until next month, Taurus, enjoy your month.